am so afraid to upload videos now. I got two things against me right now, you guys. I'm sick, I have really bad laryngitis, and my phone is not cooperating. I feel really sad because I've had a couple of subscribers already tell me that they can't hear me. It's really frustrating. I've had other subscribers tell me they hear me just fine. They said they've had no problems. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry. I like wearing these, but I don't at the same time because it leaves like a glare and you can't see my face. So I wanted to do my monthly wrap up videos that I do every single month where I talk about what happened during that month and what I learned and etc. So I call it the monthly wrap up video. So this would be my November so far, or November wrap up video. So the last video that I did in November so far, part 2, I think I deleted it. I think I got rid of it. November has been filled with, as you can tell, a lot of stuff. In the beginning of November, it automatically hit with illnesses. Both my sons got sick. They got sick within days apart of each other. I was nonstop running around, cleaning my house and taking care of them. And I was like making sure they were okay and in and out of doctor's offices and hospitals. And it was just like, it was hell. There's some sort of virus going around right now, I guess. It's just like, it's an upper respiratory. It's all like right here. And it's like in your chest. I thought it was COVID. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was COVID because I had all the symptoms. The only symptom I didn't have was I didn't get a fever. I had the body aches and pains. I had the hard time breathing. I had the fatigue, but it only lasted one day. Like it was just gone. I don't know if it's like a tail end of COVID. I don't know, but it sucks. That's all I know. I'm still going through it right now. I'm having like a hard time breathing. I went to my doctor yesterday and he said my lungs sounded good. And from all the symptoms that I was describing to him, it said he sounds like I have another sinus infection. And he says he thinks that maybe something's wrong. And that's why my throat hurts. And so, yeah, so that happened. And then it started just kind of like getting good. And I was like, okay, I was like, all right, November's looking pretty good. And like, everything started kind of like making sense. And, I started kind of getting financially things in order for the holidays, for Christmas. And I was like, okay, awesome. Like, no big deal. Around mid-November, I hit a wall. And my landlord is now charging me, I already talked about this, but she's charging me over $600 for a crack in a window from my old apartment. She wants it paid off by summer. So I have to do monthly payments to pay it off. And then the job that I was talking about when I said new job in the video, I don't remember the rest of the word that it was my get ready with me video. Yeah, that job never happened because they ended up hiring me. And then she decided that she didn't want me like a week later. And she was kind of leading me on. This is the second time she's done this to me. The first time she did it, she hired me. And then she ended up going into labor that weekend. She sent me my onboarding paperwork and then she went into labor. And then the secondary assistant manager told me that they were supposed to wait till she got back so they could finish the hiring process. And I was like, okay, cool, like no big deal. That never happened. She never contacted me. I didn't know what to do with the paperwork. I was like in limbo. I didn't know. So basically the job was gone again. And I was like, okay, I guess she just decided she didn't want me. Or she just kind of like voided it or whatever. A couple months, or that was back in July. And then in November, the middle of November this month, I applied again. Except this time I applied for a different position. I went to the hotel for the interview and again, she hired me. And she said that I was supposed to do a background check. And if that came back, basically I already did it. So she already knew that everything was good. And that I would start that following week. Never happened. I ended up calling up there like, I'm just wondering like when I'm supposed to be coming in. She sent me a bogus email about a day later. It was like a day after I called. So this was basically like 4 or 5 days after she had already given me the job the second time. And so when I went to call to check to see if, what day she wanted me to come in to finish my onboarding paperwork, she sends me a bogus email saying that she decided she didn't want to look for any more housekeepers. She didn't need any more. And she decided not to move forward with replacing the one that she already had. And so basically whoever was saying that they were going to leave must have decided that they didn't want to leave. So they decided they were going to stay. And she just kind of looked at me and was like, we don't need you anymore. It was like kind of like a wishy-washy situation. And it was basically like, we'll call you if we need you, if this girl decides to quit. I'm not doing that. I was like, okay, well, you're not going to do that. Like, I'm not going to wait around for you just to call me and say in 6 months and then you do this to me again. So that was bogus. So the job never happened. It was given back to the old girl that used to live there. That was disappointing. So it was like the beginning and middle of November was kind of like a roller coaster. And I was like, what the hell's going on? Like, I started getting really kind of like frustrated. So then as we started to get to the end of November, it started to get a little more weirder. Financial things started to kind of more pop up. And I'm like, okay, it's starting to get really dark. So I'm like, I need to figure out what I'm going to do. So after that happened, I'm like searching, online, looking for a job, searching. And I came across, it was just, just a regular schmegular job. Kind of out of my field of work. It actually is completely out of my field of work. It's being a team member at a local KFC. And it's not really, I don't really do that. I don't really know how, but I'm a fast learner and I'm always willing to learn. And plus, I always said I would never work at KFC because I said that it's my favorite restaurant. Like, I love that place. So I always said I would never work there. But she basically hired me on the spot. Like, she gave me the job. So I've been working there this week. I just started this week. And so that was cool. So we're going back up again. So that happened. But this time of year for me, it's always usually kind of strange. It's usually always a pretty hard season for me. Fall and winter are never usually kind to me. It's always with the illnesses. I'm always constantly getting sick. And my kids are always getting sick. And because my kids are getting sick, I get sick because it's like I'm hanging around them. And then it usually comes with financial struggles and things like that. And it's always just kind of like a weird time. I do have a little bit of seasonal depression. So I struggle with it each year. It's really dark and gloomy. There's no light. The birds are gone. Like, the trees are dead. Like, everything's just kind of like, so I don't click with this season. But I've been trying to, last year and this year, I've been trying really hard to find the silver lining in these seasons, in autumn and winter. And the one thing that I came to last year was this time of year is a really good time to look within yourself and to really, go over things that, there's just some random black car just like pulled up in our driveway right now, like blacked out windows. I have no idea who this person is. Kind of creepy. And maybe it's my $1 million check. I'm just kidding. But so I literally, I told myself that it's a time to like look within and really kind of evaluate where you want to go in the following year and what you want to do and what you want to be. But over the past 2 years, I'll just call them New Year's resolutions because that's pretty much what they are. They've always been kind of like, they never stick. And I've also, I don't know, I've never really looked within. I've never really done it. It's always been kind of like surface, like topical, and very kind of like immature-ish, like not really, getting the full spectrum of, what it means to look within and really correct your ways and, think about flaws and things and mistakes that you've been making in every area of your life. I'm actually putting lotion on right now. My skin is so dry. My computer just kicked on. And that's kind of like what I'm doing right now, like for autumn and winter of this year. I'm trying to correct things, but really do it instead of saying I'm going to do it and then not do anything about my life. Like, really trying to correct things. And there's a lot of things I don't like about myself. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of things I don't like about my life. But mostly there's a lot of things I don't like about my life or about myself. I just don't. There's a lot of things I don't like. And I want to change those things. I want to be able to, within a year from now, I want to be a different person. I don't want to be the person that I am right now. But that requires actual work instead of saying you're going to do something to actually do it. Like last year, it was either last year or the year before, I made a video talking about accountability and growth. All I did was talk because 3-4 months after that video, I ended up quitting my job and it was a stupid reason. And then I started going back to old ways. And so basically that's all it was, talking. And I don't want to do that anymore. Like, I don't want to talk, I want to be able to walk the walk. And so that's basically what is going on right now. Just trying to get my feet back on the ground, I did find an editing system. The problem is I'm not really good at trying to figure it out. I don't really understand it. I think I'm gonna have to watch some tutorial videos online of how to do it. I might edit this one. So I'm really excited about that. So I did find a free editing system. So I'm gonna start editing my YouTube videos, and hopefully I'll be able to get some more views and get some more, likes. And then eventually, I did hear one of my subscribers tell me to get a microphone. I'm gonna be getting myself a microphone to, this person does not want to be seeing you guys. Whoever it is, they got some blacked out windows. They're freaking me out, and now they're leaving. I don't know who these people are. I'm getting a microphone, and I want to connect it to my phone. And then eventually, I want to get a vlogging camera so I can have better overall videos. So that's pretty much been my November. That's my November wrap up, and I'm really wanting to be adamant on that to not just talk the talk, but walk the walk, and feeling kind of foolish in a lot of ways, in a lot of areas of my life. I just realized how much weight I've lost. That's not good. If I could talk about it in a whole video, I would, but it would take too long. I'm just not happy with myself right now. I'm not happy with me. And I want to be able to, now there's an ambulance, I want to be able to correct, but not just say that I'm going to correct and actually do it. So anyways, that's a whole different video. I don't want to sit here and talk about that, but thank you for those that are subscribing to my channel. I am hearing you. I am listening to you. I am getting what you guys are saying about the audio. I am taking into consideration, not taking into consideration, I'm hearing you. I am going to be doing this, and I hope to have this fixed as soon as possible. Again, thank you for subscribing to my channel. We are now past 500 subscribers. The last time I looked, it was almost to 510. I don't know if it's there anymore. Some people are unsubscribing because of the audio problems. But hopefully we'll get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of 25, and that would be cool. So peace out, you guys. Hope to speak to y'all again soon, and hopefully I won't have laryngitis. So.